Welcome to Happy Hour with Steve Guy, with our guest Gabriella Cruz, from the Cleveland International Film Festival, Valerie Temple, featuring stand-up comedy by Ryan Dalton. I'm Connor Stout, and here's your host, Steve Guy.
Welcome to the Flatiron Cafe, Cleveland's historic Irish bar, the oldest Irish pub in the entire city, one of the oldest bars in the whole city. I'm Steve Guy. This is Happy Hour, Steve Guy. Keep it going for Connor Stout, playing us in on the opening here. Amazing stuff.
Oh, Connor!
Yeah, it's my Barback, Jermaine. You're going to get used to him.
Thank you.
This being the first one, I got to let you know how it's laid out. I'm bartending and hosting a talk show at the same time, so stuff may seem weird at times, because it's going to be. These beautiful people are going to be wanting drinks. Like right now, I got to go make vodka soda over here. So we're going to be doing things through this whole show as you join us on this amazing, magical journey. And we're going to freaking have fun. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about stuff. Like, talk about weird stuff. We're a week after St. Patrick's Day. Everybody celebrate.
Glad it's over.
We're glad. Jermaine's glad it's over. We have
still got lint, but it's still.
Sabrina and Ethan celebrate here. Yeah, I know you did.
Give me nightmares.
Yeah. I ended up petting a dog, playing with a wiener dog at the end of St. Patrick's Day. That was my day. Another bourbon? Great. Played with a wiener dog at the end of St. Patrick's Day. 18-hour day. No big deal. Just a casual 18-hour day on St. Patrick's Day. Not to spend 18 hours with a wiener dog, Sabrina. It's all right. Take that, too. This guy too quick.
Steve, how wiener was that dog, yo? Real, yo.
How wiener
was that dog, yo?
Remember the talk we had? You weren't supposed to get lit before the show started?
You right. And I shouldn't have.
Unbelievable.
I apologize.
Ridiculous. You want to get a list, Jermaine? How about a dirty martini? These are some of the things I can't stand about St. Patrick's Day. Like the fact that I had a guy in here. I had to kick a guy out the week of St. Patrick's Day, like leading up to it, because he was in here being so drunk. And he had like the vest on, he had a jacket, he had the hat. Sorry, Eric. It was not him. He had this whole thing on, and he kept like quizzing everybody about what they know about Ireland and if they've ever been there. Mind you, we have like a map of the counties over here. And he's like, dude, relax. Like, I get it, man. Like, you just did 23andMe. Like, I understand you found out that you're Irish. And, like, it was like one of those dudes. And it was super, super obnoxious. I was like, bro, get out of my bar. And they started yelling at people. I was like, nah, man, we can't have that. It's too soon. So that was annoying. And then I get annoyed with when people want to dye the river green. We're not Chicago. Yeah. It's brown, thank you. But in fairness, like, Cleveland is the reason why we came up with the... Yeah. Yeah, Cleveland is the reason they came up with the EPA, folks. So, like, we spent so long... You know what I'm talking about, Mark. We spent so long not making the river green. Now everyone's like, yeah, well, let's make it green again. I'll blame your generation. You guys, like, aren't happy with anything. Yeah, that sounds made up.
That's the one.
How do you spell zillennial? I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be with an X, like xylophone. You don't even know how to spell your own generation. Yeah, I think it's still an X. Everything's made up. It's like the generations are like, whose line is it anyway? Everything's made up at the points don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it is. I am my own generation. I have to get this thing off my chest because it's really weirds me out. Apparently, Alec Baldwin has a TV show. It's got a reality show. And there was like a clip they put online, and all he was talking about was his wife, Hilarious ex-boyfriend, who has like a huge wiener. Yeah. Yeah. And
here we go.
And he's just like, bring it full circle. He's just like talking about the thing the whole time, and like how he's intimidated. And yeah. No, I don't need to talk about.
Say that, Steve.
Heavy on the olives. All right, Gab, we can do that. I just think it's.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like.
No, it's not.
No, it's weird to be in a relationship with someone and be obsessed with their ex's wiener. That's bizarre. I mean, it sure seemed like it. he just kept talking about it, and like I get it, dude. You're into. No, I'm sorry, I won't want to say that joke. Yeah, speaking of shots to the face, there you go. You can have that.
Oh.
Have some bourbon, Jason. All right, when we come back, we got chats with Gab Kreuz and Valerie Temple, presented by Market Garden. Oh, Gab Kreuz, welcome to Happy Hour.
Hello. Yeah. I'm
What-
getting a nice drink.
Yeah, this is your first stop ever at the Flatiron, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're not big for St. Patrick's Day or anything, but thanks for visiting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it definitely looks like that.
Yeah, we don't. Everybody's like, "What do you do for St. Patrick's Day?" We're like, "We're the Irish bar." Like that's what we do.
You're the place to be.
Yeah, like, do you guys do anything special? Like, no, people just come here. They just do it. They just know to be at the oldest Irish bar in the city.
Were you guys crazy this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be wild.
It's bonkers every year.
Every year.
I worked 18 hours that day, and I worked 62 hours last week, and I thought it would be a good idea to start a talk show the very next day after a 62-hour week.
Wow, you're built different.
No, I'm not. I'm very tired. What is your favorite drink that you like to have?
I feel like my favorite drink is probably a dirty martini or an espresso martini.
Do we look like?
Which I know you don't sell here.
We're not the kind of bar.
You're not that kind of guy. You're
My
not-
bar pack unassumingly loves espresso martinis. Jermaine, you love espresso martinis, don't you?
Okay.
Sure do.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I've never met anyone who doesn't like one, and I just got hip to them, so now I'm just like, yes, espresso martini.
Yeah, you don't need more energy.
My basic white girl really is showing.
You don't need any more energy.
Yeah, that's the truth, because the first one I had, I pulled an all-nighter.
Somebody's slurping on their drink down there. But what is your drink? I gotta get them one, and then but let me get you something
Ethan,
first.
what's it called? Sour?
Amaretto sour.
Amaretto sour.
Yeah, that's the one, baby.
Oh, thank God none of that was rehearsed, and I have one ready for you.
Oh,
There you go.
whoa.
Can I get an old fashioned?
Old fashioned, sitting next to you. Yeah, Dirty Mama coming up.
The way she slurped.
There's nothing old fashioned about her.
Ooh, that's,
What are you
pretty good.
throwing in here?
Crown Peach, sir.
Oh, Crown Peach. All right. Crown Peach for Ethan. So, anyway, Gab Guardian season coming up. We could talk about it, but I got to talk about the Cavs first because
Oh, yeah.
my dude Ethan is sitting down there and he writes about the Cavs. Jermaine, will you pass this down to Ethan, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. And, yeah, we could. You want another Dirty Mama? Okay. All right. Anyway, Gab, are you watching the Cavs? Are you going to the games?
You know what? I have been going to games. I've been getting credentialed so I can see Ethan and hang out with our little crew that we got. Yeah, I'm not really doing it for anything other than just building a professional presence, to be honest. Because I'm trying to interview people on my show, you know.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
this
trying
is
to.
all just an experiment. Like, I'm just showing up. They've let me do it through Channel 19. And so this could not work or it could work, but either way, I'm kind of close to knowing what's going on, and it's been fun.
You're just trying to find people so that you can interview them on Cruising Cleveland?
Yeah. To be honest,
Easy.
I'm just trying to see if that'll help me build some relationships that maybe down the line I'd be able to ask a favor to be on the show. So.
Has it?
So George and Ty Jerome were on my show, and so far I haven't asked anybody else from the Cavs. Actually, no, I asked Kenny, and then he said yes, and then Cavs PR was like, maybe next year. Or they were like maybe over the summer.
All right, let me ask you this about Ty Jerome. How cool is it that, like, I don't know, it feels like this is Ty Jerome's team, even though it's not supposed to be Ty Jerome's team, because, like, he played with DeAndre Hunter in college,
Yeah.
grew up with Donovan Mitchell.
Mhm.
Like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, it's nice, and he's got a lot of confidence, and I think that he's got the skill set to back it up. Obviously, consistency is key in the NBA, so, you know, you see guys that get a little hotter at times than others, but he's got all the tools to make an impact, and he has been. I think once we got Dre, those two have just such a good chemistry. That's just been really good juju for us.
This is an ongoing joke between one of my bar regulars down here, Jason and I, because we were talking about Ty Jerome being the sixth man of the year, and then we got DeAndre Hunter, and I was like, yeah, but he was kind of the sixth man of the year. Now they're both on the team, and only
Yeah.
one person can be the sixth man of the
Isn't
year.
that crazy?
So, like, every time we watch a game here at Flatiron, they'll be like, Ty Jerome will do something sweet and steal the ball. Like, oh, that seems like a Sixth Man of the Year move. But then, like, he'll lob it up to DeAndre Hunter, and then it'll be like, oh, that seems like a Sixth Man of the Year deal right there.
And that's a good problem to have, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Like, this bench is so deep. It's like, it's insane. They're so good.
Yeah.
Everybody here gets, like, we can have, whether we have 5 people or 50 people here watching the game,
Yeah.
everybody just goes nuts and goes crazy for it.
Everybody's all in.
It's
yeah,
awesome.
No, it's exciting for me just because I grew up such a diehard Cavs fan. Like, I played basketball in high school, and I was everything Cavs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got the length. You're a hooper.
I was huge into the Cavs growing up, and even when we had, like, that crazy crew, it was, like, Delonte West and, like, all these just, like, old-timers, Sasha Pavlovich.
Hot sauce in my bag.
I know, I'm
Hot
throwing
sauce
that.
in my bag.
Do you remember planes, trains, automobiles?
Oh, yeah.
I better have my donuts.
Yeah.
Like, he was so fun. And honestly, I feel bad we're laughing.
I feel horrible about what happened
because I
had
know
happened
how-
eventually
yeah.
to Delonte. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
really, in high school, just the most, like, memorable times, it seemed like these guys were just having so much fun.
Because they always had, like, the LeBron Halloween parties and everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like these
Great
dudes have
time.
way, I don't know, like the 2016 Cavs had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Like, those are cool. The fact that they're
Oh, for
all
sure.
still hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, Richard Jefferson, Channing
I know,
Frye.
I know.
The whole
That
thing.
was, like, the second wave, I feel like.
Yeah.
We came back, well, obviously, literally, because LeBron comes back.
Comes
and then-
back, yeah. But, like, these dudes still seem just, I don't know. They just,
Yeah.
like, they just goop on each other.
Oh, yeah, I was hooping the other day.
Where were you hooping?
I was in an all-star game on Saturday.
For what?
And Steve, like, it was for charity. It was through the P League, and it was a bunch of, like, former professional athletes, like, for the Charge, and, like, Cardale Jones was there, and
Nice.
Jerome Baker, who we just got, he was the coach of the other team that I was on. Booby Gibson, he was my coach.
I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
it was all for charity.
Nobody knows
Booby
Booby Gibson this
silly?
time. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, you're
2007,
funny.
come on, the man.
He got me. Yeah, so it was just for high school, like, raising money for the scholarships or whatever. But it was an all-star game, and so I was the only woman, got in the game. Big freaking air ball. Booby puts me back in the fourth quarter, though, and Steve, she still got it, baby. Okay, I get in the corner, it's a pump fake to the left with the left bunny. It was really, actually, if I don't say so myself, a blast from the past. Didn't know I still had it in me.
You didn't dunk on Tim Misney or anything?
No.
Yeah.
He wasn't in this one.
If you could dunk on one person in Cleveland and posterize them, who would it be?
LeBron.
Dunk on somebody?
Yeah, like just posterize somebody who's like, all right, you're getting this.
Probably Ty Jerome.
Ooh.
Yeah, because
Talk a lot of trash.
because he is such a confidence, like talker type guy. It'd be so funny.
Yeah. I was thinking about this, knowing that you were going to be here. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah.
How funny would it be? I think that we need to, because they're always like, how do we get more people to watch baseball?
Yeah.
What if walk-up songs, we had the players karaoke it?
Oh, you have to sing your walk-up
You have to
song?
sing your walk-up song. Not while you're walking up. Like, the Savannah Bananas
like,
are
just-
crazy right now.
just, like,
yeah, like,
play
there's
it
got to be a
over.
recording of you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
whether you suck or not, doesn't matter. Like, we're still going to hear it.
That's pretty good.
Like, that would be...
I like where your head's at.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was iconic?
Not while you walk up. It's
When
gotta
we
be a
had
little
Oscar
serious.
Gonzalez and he played SpongeBob SquarePants.
Imagine Oscar Gonzalez singing SpongeBob
I will
SquarePants.
say this. There were so many comedic moments because of the walk-up song. For example, when Jose Ramirez put Tim Anderson to sleep that one day. And it
Down goes Anderson.
Down
Yeah.
goes Anderson.
Now they're fighting. Now they're fighting.
Yeah.
And they're swinging. Yeah, great.
There's nothing that I'm going to yell louder than that when I cannonball for the rest of my life.
I have one guy that comes in the bar all the time, and he knows that I know him as Down Goes Anderson guy because he was
Okay.
here and he
When
was
it
at
happened?
the game,
Yeah.
and he came back, and he was just like, "Did you hear the radio call?" I was like, "I did," and now that's all he says anytime he comes in
Down
here.
goes Anderson. And the
Man,
crazy
he is the
thing is, I
best.
thought I was going to get fired that night because I was just live videoing the whole thing. I had meme after meme, and I was like, Tim got to switch schools after this. Like, I was just pumping him out. I'm like, and then I still showed up. They ate it up, though. I think the Guardians, because that Jose was standing up for himself, I think the whole thing just became badass and very endearing.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly brought a lot of eyeballs for a good way because Tim's kind of a league bully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a...
I like the memes where everybody's like, "Oh, Jose Ramirez knocked Tim Anderson out of the league."
Yeah.
Like,
Just
he's gone.
Everybody was just
He's
like...
gone. You know, he's not playing nowhere now.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's tough to come back from. But, to my point, Oscar's song, so after that entire thing, benches clearing, it's this whole thing, there was like a pause, and then we resumed the game, and it's just like... Like that song. So having them karaoke their own walk-up songs just brings me back to that because there's probably going to be so many moments where it's just like so funny to hear.
Yeah, if you
somebody's
karaoke,
got to be so bad.
if you karaoke your own walk-up song, what is it?
Pimpin' all over the world.
Oh, you a pimp on
The
that.
fancy cars, the women in the caviar.
Oh.
They know who we are. Like, I don't know why growing up, when that came out, I don't know why, because it doesn't make any sense for a white grade school girl like me to even think that I would love that. But I was like, this song's got something for me. And so growing up, I was like, yeah, that's going to be my walk-up song.
Anybody got anything to top that?
So fresh and so clean.
So fresh and so clean?
That's a good one.
So fresh and so clean is cool. I mean, we all know what I would be walking out.
What you walking out?
Obviously, I'm karaokeing Creed. That's what's happening. Number one, we all know. I don't know which
give us
one.
yours,
I think it's probably
Go
my.
for it.
I think it's probably my sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because like growing up on WWE, right?
Yeah.
Like that was always the freaking video for all the montages.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Okay, either that or Limp Bizkit's My Way, because that was an amazing wrestling.
Okay, yeah.
Like WrestleMania promo between
sure.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. WrestleMania 19. It was
Give
insane.
us a sample.
But like,
He's ignoring
but I
it.
think it's got to be my sacrifice because I'm thinking bat to ball, right? And the opening line of my sacrifice is, "Hello, my friends, we meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin?"
Yeah.
Except then the next line is like, "Feels like forever," and then that means like I never got a hit.
Oh, okay, sure.
You like that Creed
Yeah,
impersonation?
we like that.
You're welcome. Oh, let me get that for you, Jay.
You're welcome
You're welcome
for your.
for my Creed impersonation. You're welcome for the experience.
That's funny.
We got the batting stance. We got the
Yeah.
walk-up song. We need the batting stance.
Yeah.
I don't know what my batting stance would be.
Are you right-handed, left-handed?
Back in the day when I used to play Little League, I could be a switch hitter.
Whoa, that means you
I taught myself to do it.
You still got it, I'm sure.
No, I don't got it.
All right, which side did you hit better from?
The right.
So show me the right.
I don't know what it was. I feel like I would want to do like Albert Bell deal, where he gets real little, and he's ass out. Albert Bell just ass out. It was like,
Yeah.
This is like the largest human being in the world. I met Albert Bell one time.
Okay.
So I grew up with Rick Manning's son, and so way back in the day, it was Rick Manning and John Saunders were the guys on used to be Sports Channel at the time.
Mhm.
And I go into the clubhouse before the game, and John took us down there. And he's like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go get the lineup." All right, cool. And Julian Tavares is like playing ping pong against Kenny Lofton. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is what these guys are doing before the game, right?" And then we're gonna go back up into the booth, and I'm like standing there, and I just hear, "Excuse me, young man," and I turn, and it's just a bicep
Oh my
bigger
God.
than my head. And I'm just like, look up, and then it's just a chest, and I still can't see over this mountain of a human. I'm like, oh my God, it's Albert Bell. He's like the biggest human I'd ever seen. I'm like 13 years old. It was around that time-ish, yeah, when he was like cork this, which is still the coolest thing to this day. Like, badassery, whatever.
That's cool. That's cool.
Well, you nursing that drink over there. I'm
Yeah, I know I'm working
It's
on
fine.
it.
She's
I'm
got
working on
time to hang out.
Also, Gab, Buffalo, please.
it. Buffalo?
It's
Oh,
his
shit.
drinking game.
He got me. Now do I chug it?
On camera.
Well, that would be a thing.
What were the words? What were the rules?
You have right hand.
If it's in your dominant hand, and
I thought I told y'all I was left. I just made that bunny with my left the other day.
Yeah, but you.
you did you.
You can't chug a drink with ice cubes.
Well-
Can I get a chug chant in the group chat?
Yeah.
Chug.
How do you chug with cubes?
Chug.
There it is. Chuck.
Oh.
Oh.
My teeth are cold.
You know what? You did,
My teeth are cold.
Gab. You did good enough. Thanks for coming happy
Hey,
hour.
thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Hey there. Film festivals are so important because they're one of the few places you can make genuine discoveries.
Films from all over the world.
It's a celebration of impactful stories.
They give independent filmmakers a platform
to share our stories and inspire, educate, and entertain.
Our stories matter.
So meaningful, so powerful.
Film festivals are the heart and lifeblood of the independent film community.
Created by people who are trying to push a movement forward, trying to push a mission forward.
I got to visit Cleveland, Ohio for the first time in my life.
We go out into the world to learn things. We want to be enlightened about the issues around us.
To watch these brilliant films flicker and flash on the screen.
CIFF nurtures the dream of storytelling by creating a space where new voices can shine.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, movie.
Knock them out, and you just get this wave of weird, fun, artistic stimulation.
Kind of art that you don't get to see anywhere else.
Fostering not just artistry, but also community.
A community of film lovers and filmmakers.
Energy. The whole town rallies around the festival. That's special.
It's more than just a festival. It's a home for filmmakers.
It's about finding inspiration.
Cleveland has a really special place in my heart.
We will see each other's movies.
Who knows where it'll lead?
And Cleveland is just the best.
You will be inspired.
It's just a really, really wonderful festival.
See you in the movies.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Steve Guy.
Connor Stout over there on the guitar. Awesome, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Now, Happy Hour, swinging by Valerie Temple, Cleveland International Film Festival, 49th freaking year.
That's right, almost 50.
Oh my God.
Yeah, staying power in the city of Cleveland.
What are you drinking, Valerie?
I'm gonna have a High Life.
Oh, champagne and beers.
Beer, yeah.
Good song too. Steve Winwood, are you a fan?
Oh.
Back in the High Life again? Are you not familiar?
I'm familiar.
I have to ask you this question because when you were thrown to be on here, I don't know, what is an education director for the Cleveland International Film Festival? Like, what does that mean? That's your title.
Good question. So I'm in charge of all of the education programs at the festival, which there are many. The mission of the film festival is to educate and enrich through film. And so I have the education part of that. So we run a whole mini festival within the festival for middle school and high school students called Film Slam.
Okay.
And I run that program. It's 6 days of the festival in the mornings. And students and educators from all over Northeast Ohio bus in for their own kind of set of programs that I run. And we have filmmakers come in and do Q&As, especially for them. And so I run that whole program. We have, I think, 4,000 kids coming this year with like 200 educators, so it's a big deal.
You don't have to watch all these kids, do you?
Luckily, that's not in my purview, so I just get to say hi to them when they come in and goodbye.
You just organize
and then their teachers have their responsibility of keep making sure they're safe. So it's win-win-win for me.
How many freaking movies are there in this film festival?
Oh, in the film festival itself, there are over 300 films. There's 104 feature films and 198 short films.
It's at Playhouse Square this year.
At Playhouse Square this year.
It's been for the last few years, right?
Yeah, it's been there since COVID. Yeah.
Since we abandoned Tower City Cinemas.
Since we abandoned Tower. Well, they abandoned us, really.
Yeah.
But we love Playhouse Square. It's a beautiful. The theaters are so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's an unbeatable screening experience.
How do you show that many movies over like 10 days in? There's. How many theaters are there? I'm trying to math it. I'm a bartender. I'm not a mathematician.
It's 4 theaters plus. We're in the Connor Palace Theater on the first night only, and then after that, it's 4 theaters. The Mimi, Ohio, the Key Bank State Theater, the Allen Theater, and the Upper Allen. And it is a massive math problem to fit all of those screenings in all of those theaters in a logical order and sell the tickets. So that's really the job of our artistic director, Valerie Martin. She gets to do the schedule.
The program stuff here?
This is the program, the famous program guide, the best thing about the festival, really.
Okay.
But she gets to figure out where things go and when. And
yeah, I don't ever want that job. I never want that job.
No.
I never want a job like that ever in my life.
You have to be very detailed, and you're working with spreadsheets. So she has a really fun job where she's watching a lot of movies and getting to decide.
Well, that's cool though.
She gets to watch. I think she watched like 340 features to decide
who goes in there and who goes where.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of. Can you imagine?
No, I don't have that much time in my life. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, that's not.
That's all you're doing with your life.
Actually, this guy that's sitting next to you loves movies, but I don't even think you watch that many movies.
I watch a lot every year.
Not that many.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And you have to get that done to put them into the festival. Sorry, you're sitting here at a special time because
Well, I love talking movies.
my person wants his drinks. This is it's just bourbon, straight bourbon, but he likes it smoked. So you guys are also streaming.
That's right.
Movies, right?
Yep. So the festival itself, in-person festival, is 10 days, starting March 27th and goes through April 5th, and then we have CIFF streams, so you can watch a bunch of the movies in our online platform, starting April 6th all the way to April 13th.
That's awesome.
So it's double the festival, double the fun.
So when you talk about all those movies, a lot of that is, or portion of that at least, is in CIFF streams.
Correct.
That's not
every single one of them. Some of them are geo-locked. Some of them you're like, only people in Ohio can watch this movie. And then some are, due to like distributor stuff. They're like, no, nothing, no online stuff, just only in person. So.
You ready to see how cool this looks?
I'm ready. Whoa.
Oh. Now I gotta take it down before all the smoke is gone. It's gonna be gone. I had to do it for the camera, Jason. I'm so sorry. It's gonna smell and taste good anyway. Yeah, there you go. Before I get you out of here, how can everybody get tickets? Where can they go? What can they do?
The
best bartender in Cleveland.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that.
We've got the CIFF. We've got the CIFF box office.
Yeah.
There's a phone number that you can call, and they're open all through the festival. That's the best way to do it. But you can also buy tickets online. It is clevelandfilm.org, and it's really easy to buy tickets through the website.
Plus, if somebody's watching this right now, and they use the code FilmFan, they get $1 off tickets.
That's right. Which is, everyone loves $1 off.
Yeah.
Can't say no to that.
Valerie Temple, thank you so much for swinging by Happy Hour.
Oh, my pleasure.
Hang out with us, watch some comedy, and
finish my dad beer.
Finish your champagne of beers.
Thank you.
Here, cheers to you.
Cheers.
And
to
the Film
you.
Fest.
Oh, cheers to the Film Fest.
Cheers.
49 more years.
Hell yeah.
Experience the most intense wrestling in the United States. Featuring the intense icon, Josh Bishop, the Bone Collector, Dominic Guarini, the director, Derek Dillinger, and more of the top names on the scene today. You won't find harder-hitting professional wrestling anywhere else. For more information and upcoming shows, visit AIWrestling.com. Follow AIW on social media at AI Wrestling.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Steve Guy. Grab your drink, sit back, relax, and laugh as we welcome stand-up comedy from Ryan Dalton.
I am originally from this great city of Cleveland, Ohio. I find great pride in that. I love this place. I love a lot of things. I love my wife. That's what I press hard. I signed the contract. I'm in there. Press hard, 3 copies. Did it. I love my dog, R.I.P. Rusty. I'll miss you. 18 years, 8 months. He checked out. I know it's sad. A lot of people would go, aw, until you have to experience that last year, and then you're like, let's hurry it the fuck up, bro. Let's go. How about we stop bumping into everything like a broken Roomba? Guys, it's okay if you're sensitive about animals, but when I would look into the marbles where his eyes used to be, it's okay to laugh at that. It's okay to laugh at that. It's my dog. I can grieve how I want to grieve. By the way, he was blind and deaf as shit, but he would just shit, and not even it was just a conveyor belt of logs that would come out of his butt. And blind and deaf as he was, he would just turn around, look me in the eye, and be like, you going to get that? I'm like, damn it. R.I.P. Rusty, I love you. And I love Cleveland sports to a fault. Like an adult should maybe find better hobbies than just obsessing about... Anyway, I was married in this great city at a cathedral called St. Coleman's. It's no, I know you've never been to church. I know that. That's why you're here. There's no way you go to church. I was married, and I'll never forget it. It's still the greatest day. It was important. I'll never forget it. I was up in front of the people. It was a lot like this, millions of people watching, and the doors open up back at the church, and there she is, and she's the most beautiful I've ever seen her, and her dad's got her by the arm. He's choked up, he's doing that thing, He starts giving me that look, that's still my little girl, and I'm shooting him back a different look, totally different energy. I'm like, I'm going to destroy her after this, dude. I'm about to blow that back out. That white dress is about to be a beige camouflage. It's a jizz joke for everybody back at home. If you're following along at home. Yeah. Anyway, back to love. And I'll never forget it. She makes her way all the way up to the altar, and she gets this close to my face. And she whispers to me something that I'm never going to forget. She says, "Why aren't you crying? Why aren't you crying?" And I was like, I'm happy. Happiest day of our lives, friends, family, Jesus, we're all here, so, so can we talk about this any other time than right now? If this was the happiest day of your life, you'd be crying. I'm starting to tear up a little bit right now, from the fear in my bones and the knowledge that I'm about to sign a life contract with what I'm finding out to be an emotional dictator. I've got a flight response right now, but you're kind of in the way, We fast forward a few years, and the Cleveland Cavaliers win the 2016 NBA championship, bringing my city its first title in 975,000 years. And I am crying my eyes out. I am losing my shit. I am drunk. I am saying outlandish things. I'm saying things like, this is the literal best day of my life. I will never be as happy as I am in this moment right now. Let me try and think of another time in which I might have been this happy. Nothing comes to mind. And that's when I feel a cold stare right here. It's her. She's pissed. She's like, best day of your life. And I said, you're goddamn right it is! LeBron James averaged a triple-double through 7 games. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? After an 82-game regular season and that playoff schedule. We overcame a 3-1 deficit for the first time in NBA history. Why aren't you crying? I'm Ryan Dalton. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Steve Guy.
Sadly, we have reached that time, everybody. It is last call. That means that this is time for the last call countdown. This week, it's a top 5 list every week. This week, it is. I thought we'd kick things off because I love playing the touch tunes here at the bar and any bar I go to, really. Obviously, my number one song is something Creed related. Always. Either that or Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time. My favorite song ever. But these are the 5 most played songs in 2024 on touch tunes at bars. As Jermaine's getting everybody their last drinks, probably over pouring because that's what he. This is a flat iron. Remember, it's a flat iron pour, not a Jermaine pour. Okay. All right. Coming in at number 5. The song is "I Had Some Help" from Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen. It's very country heavy. Number 4. This is the name of the song. It's not just because I do, but "I Love This Bar" from Toby Keith because I get it. Toby Keith, R.I.P., dude. Oh, yeah, I'll open that for you. Number 3 is pretty much how I feel like about this show. Lose Control. Teddy Swims coming in at number 3 there. And, number 2. Who's a fan of Jack Daniels? I know. Jack Daniels. No, Jack Daniels is this form of liquor. Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton. Number 2 song played in 2024. Doesn't matter when it came out. Sometimes people just play it. The number one song, as we end this, of 2024 played on Touch Tunes. I mean, you were like right there when you were just. Yes, it's fitting. It's called A Bar Song by Shabuzi. Shabuzi, your number 1 song on Touch Tunes 2024. We're going to play Shabuzi once the cameras stop rolling because we don't have enough money to play it while the cameras are rolling. Have a good night. We'll see you next week on Happy Hour with Steve Guy from right here at the Flatiron. Say good night, Jermaine.
Cheers. Good night.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you. Oh, thanks to Gab Kreuz, thanks to Valerie Temple, thanks to Ryan Dalton, and Connor Stout taking us out.
That's our show, Happy Hour with Steve Guy. I've been Connor Stout. Be careful driving home and tip your bartenders.